What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. This is Blue Butterfly Mystic. I'm Kate, and if you are new here, welcome, and if you are not, welcome back. All right, I am really excited about this video. This is going to be a continuation of the one that I did earlier regarding the angel of death. And before we get started, I am being called to pray, specifically the Lord's Prayer. So that might be something really significant to you. But either way, a moment of silence, please. Dear Heavenly Father, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. So mote it be. So the first thing that I would like to share with you guys, dragons might be significant for you. We've got the Soul Guardian. And I wanted to read out of the guidebook before I get started in the channel messages. Let's see. 29. 2 and 9 is 11. 11s have been really big lately. So you might be a life path number 11. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's marked. I did not do that recently. I mean, like, before the reading. Stuff like that happens to me all the time. Anyways. This beautiful dragon is your soul guardian and your very own dragon counterpart. This majestic being carries all of you, all of your past and your experiences. You are he and he is you. He knows all there is to know about you and your lives. He knows that which you need to do, that which you avoid, and that which you celebrate. He is the guardian of every incarnation you have experienced as a soul throughout the ages, the good, the bad, and of course the ugly. He says, as well as your positive side, I also hold your shadow, the part of you that you would rather not acknowledge exists. I am the keeper of all memories. As you pass through each lifetime, your human body and mind have a need to protect themselves when you experience pain or trauma, whether from birth, life, or death. A small piece of your soul then also retreats to protect itself. I am the guardian of your soul, the expression of the whole and complete you. If the soul guardian has arrived in your cards today, he is telling you that the time has come to begin to piece your soul back together, to recall all the missing parts so that you can complete the amazing picture and reveal yourself in all your magnificence as a living being. He tells us, all you need to do is ask, and I will guide your way. You are a spiritual warrior, but you must learn to listen to your inner guidance. I will always be beside you as you follow your path. Wow. So literally have wrote on this paper that spirit is guiding you to connect with your inner self, your inner guidance, the one that could really care less about what anybody else thinks. It also, spirit says it's time to get moving. It's time to change your situation. And I'm also being guided to tell you above not, I'm sorry, I'm being distracted. Caring less what anybody thinks. doesn't just have to do with strangers or your friends. Sometimes it's the people you love and care about the most. I just heard the ones we love most hurt us the most, which is very true, because if we didn't love and care about them, then we wouldn't care so much, would we? This is the third time I've heard this, but day before yesterday, I went to Aiken to go see my mom and do laundry. And when I was on my way back home to our apartment, so my husband, for the last several years, we're separated. And after we separated, we both had respective partners. Well, she and I weren't always on the best of terms. And I've never really cared to defend myself or, anything like that. We never really spoke much, but long story short, she and I are friendly now, and he and her are not together. Well, she had birthday gifts for my son that were never given to him by his father. All right. He and I have been separated. We had our 6-year separation anniversary on October 18th. So, go me. He has been in and out of their lives in short bursts. He's never paid child support. I don't ask him for anything. I definitely can't depend on him. So when he told my son that he had birthday gifts for him and then never, produced them, my son's been having a really hard time with the idea of his father right now. And I can tell by the way that he's struggling in school. I can tell by his temperament, and he's angry. But I'm doing the best that I can with that. But I said all of that to say that even though I have done my best to help this man, I got with him when I was 17. I'm 32 now. Even after we weren't together anymore and I was with people, I've let him come live with me. I have taken him in when he was homeless. I have given him rides, sent him money, whatever that I could do to help him, not enable him, help him. And simply out of the fact that he's another human, I don't want anybody to be cold or hungry or dirty. And then you add the fact that he's the father of my children, and that also he's been around for more than half my life, and he's, regardless of how much he irritates me, he's my friend. All right. Really weird. But so when I went to go meet his most recent ex, she tells me, she said, I'm so mad at him. And I was like, why? And she goes, because he said that he didn't want you to have these. I was like, but they're not for me, they're for Carter. And she goes, well, he said that he wished that you would die in an accident on the way to come get these gifts. I said, do what? Like, first of all, you don't do that. You don't, and he says that he's a Christian, okay? And anybody who is Christian, and it's in the book, it's the word, you speak life and death with your tongue. Notification. So when you do stuff like that, and when you speak ill on people, that's black magic. Okay. Words. Okay. Call it a spelling bee when we're trying to, like, spell words out. We spell words out. It spells. Power of the tongue. Okay. Um, and I looked at her and I said, that's not going to happen. Not for me, at least. I said, but I can think of a couple other possible outcomes, and I pray for them, because it's the people that have hate in their heart and that are angry, that need the most prayer. And I could have got upset about that. I could have reacted negatively. I could have gotten out of character, but I didn't. And I'm not the perfect example of that, because the very last time he lived with me, he was, I don't know if anybody's ever seen somebody's eyes go black, but I've seen it in him a couple times. Whatever thing is attached to him. It was like the night before, he was just like gaslighting me, and I was crying, and then he'd be like, "Oh, why are you crying?" And I told, like, get away from me. And then the next morning, we were arguing because he wanted me to take him to go get cigarettes, and I wouldn't. Which then he ended up saying to my youngest child, who has a different father, you are a piece of just like your piece of father. And then I lost it, because like, it's one thing to be mean to me, say things to me. It's a completely different ball game when you are saying something to my child, especially my baby. Okay, because he's totally innocent in all of it. He couldn't even talk yet. So I did act out of character then. I did. I tried to, like, physically throw him out of my house, and when he finally did leave, and I saw him through one of my windows stealing my cigarettes that were sitting on the banister of my back porch, I literally had a reaction, with my left hand, which is not my dominant hand, punched my window out and scared my kids. And then I cried, and it was a mess. So Spirit is saying that regardless of the situation, if you feel like you are going to be pulled out of character, you walk away, because you don't have to deal with that at all, period. Okay. There is a energy right now that is somebody just let me say that that is basically, the unknown is going to be known. There are things that are going to be revealed. Okay. I have a couple symbols or things to let you know, 1344 on the timer, if this is your reading or not. Travel is significant. Airplanes are significant. A black car. The number 466. Lions, roses, and hawks. 466. 444. Angel number 466. Present gifts. There is only this moment, now. Your angels remind you to stay here, in this present moment, in order to make the best of the blessings in your life. Show appreciation today for this present moment, and know that in doing so, you allow more blessings to find their way to you. And I literally just watched Rent the other day, and I'm hearing, there's only us, there's only this, no day but today. So musicals might be significant. I want to get into these archetype cards that I pulled earlier for the first reading. Okay. So first of all, we have the seed. And if you can see it, there's like a little pearl that's like right here in the middle. Okay. We think about pearls and how they're made. Basically, a piece of sand gets underneath, I believe, underneath the oyster's tongue, but it's an irritant, and the oyster starts making pressure, and eventually that piece of sand becomes a pearl. Now I'm hearing Maren Morris, to hell and back. I wonder how you treasure what anyone would call a flaw. You'd say a pearl without the pressure wouldn't be a pearl at all. When my demons come a-calling, you don't even bat an eye. I don't scare you, and I guess that's why you didn't save me. You didn't think I needed saving. You didn't change me. You didn't think I needed changing. My wings are frayed, and what's left of my halo's black. Lucky for me, your kind of heaven's been to hell and back. Somebody is coming through. It feels like a female energy. I believe it's the same female energy that I was tapping into before I started the reading, but we'll get there. So the seed represents beginnings. It's the origin. Okay, I'm hearing starting over, and now I'm hearing Chris Stapleton, and I love that song. The next card we have is apocalypsis. All right, and I see this eye right here. Also, something about this design reminds me of snakeskin, so like maybe snakes might be significant. I'm also seeing the symbol that's you find them on hospitals or ambulance, and it's the snakes on the staff. So maybe you work in the medical field, or I'm hearing significant other worked in the medical field, or somebody you know is in the hospital. I just heard that too. That might be for somebody. But when I look at that card and I see that eye in the middle, it's like I hear the eye of the storm. And there is a scene in The Little Mermaid that I just revisited this past week, where Triton decides that he is going to sign the contract that Ariel made with Ursula and take her place. And he relinquishes his crown and his trident and notification. And in doing so, Ursula like basically withers him down into this little weird plant thingy. And she grows and grows and grows, and she gets really super like large. And she starts stirring the ocean with the trident and basically makes a funnel. And Ariel ends up down in the bottom of it, and she's like, like shooting, I don't know, lightning bolts. Oceans and lightning bolts. It's coming up again. But basically, Eric gets on one of the ships that had been dredged up from the bottom because she was stirring. I'm hearing pot stir. And it had a broken, I don't know if mast is the right mast. Could be wrong. It was really sharp and pointy, and he drove it through her and she died. And that's how they defeated her. But something about a damsel in distress. I don't know what this is. Sorry, I've got to move forward. So basically, apocalypsis is the energy of removing the veil of deception. That's when the unknown becomes known. In this energy, all sorts of things are revealed, from little white lies to, in the guidebook it said, to things that lace the bedroom sheets. So be prepared. Also, storms might be significant. And the last card that we have is the Ring. And this kind of reminded me of, oh my gosh, my friend would kill me right now. It's not a aurora borealis. It's, oh my gosh. It's the two snakes. Hold on. Oh my gosh, he's going to kick me in my pants. That's not it. It starts with an O. Oh my goodness. Medical symbol. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, I'm giving up on that. You know what? I'm going to look in the guidebook. I bet it's in there. What number is this? LVII. Oh, I flipped right to it. All right, let's see. The infinite, the wheel, the connection. Spirit says read. So I'm reading. The ring is an image of connectedness, rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements. The ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside, and we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space, time, and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Ouroboros. I was close. Okay. Anyways, basically, there's a lot that's changing. Okay. If the ring represents the wheel, or I'm also hearing infinity symbol. Spirit says you always have a choice. Okay. You can stay in stagnant energy, and whatever lesson you are in, you can continue to learn more about that, or you can change course, and I'm hearing be brave and try something new. Okay. There's something very big about connectedness and sacred cycles. Something about fertility as well. The feminine energy that's coming through right now is it's very, she's very profound. She's very mothering and nurturing energy. All right, I'm going to finish this up. Spirit says that it's time to be reborn again. This is very much like Phoenix energy. Spirit also wants me to tell you that death is beautiful, okay? When we think about the season of autumn and when the leaves fall, also there's certain plants that completely die off, or when there are crops, when the soil, or when they, my candle is flickering right now, in the fire, yes, when they light the fields on fire to help the soil, basically. It's like it's the energy of autumn to winter and winter to spring. And if we didn't have autumn and winter, if we didn't have death, we wouldn't have birth. So it may be comfortable to stay where you are in the things that you do and not step out of your comfort zone, but the slight pain or the little bit of uncomfortability that you experience by stepping out of your comfort zone is nowhere near the uncomfortableness of staying somewhere or in a situation where you don't belong. Spirit says, of course it's comfortable in your cocoon, but through the struggle and pain of breaking free, you realize you have wings to fly and a new perspective. And I also channeled bird's eye view. Somebody might be a birder. I love birds. Spirit says, embrace change, trust your intuition, and take charge of your life. So we are almost at 27 minutes, and I feel like I just started this reading. I am going to make a passed over loved one message for the feminine energy that is, I hear knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. That might be significant. Is there anything else that you wish? Oh, Spirit wants, all right, clear quartz. So if you don't use crystals, you should, because they are very healing. I will do a segment on crystals if you would like, and if you would, drop it down in the comments so that I know. But quartz is among the most abundant minerals on the planet. Clear quartz is everywhere, but it is far from basic. A master manifester, quartz is programmable, so give it a job to do and get busy. Trust your intuition and take charge of your life. Okay. Who needs it? Rockhounds. Quartz intensifies the power of all stones in your crystal collection. Also Geminis. Where to put it? Between your eyebrows during meditation. When to use it? When you find yourself believing the limitations your mind puts in front of you, call on quartz to help you see through the illusions, lifting the veil of deception. Thank you, Spirit. Clear the mind of self-doubt, surrender to the will of the universe, and start manifesting the impossible. It says enhance your vision. Okay. So I'm going to close here. I want to thank everybody for the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscribes. And also, I would like to invite you, if you felt like this resonated with you, to tag along to the next video for the passed over loved one message, okay? And until next time, bye guys.